Vabbè, qui. Leaping Romanesca. Let's practice with the prototypes of the Leaping Romanesca. Here we have 4 prototypes. One without suspension, the other one with suspension. So one with consonances and the other one with even dissonances. So the first one has mainly parallel thirds. So you can practice with the bass plus the 2 upper voices this way. Or you can add the other voice in the middle to have a full 4-part harmony. Sol, sol, mi, remember to start with 3, 8, 3 or 5, 8, 3 in each key. You want to do it in D major, okay? This way. Then this version is very similar to the following one, where we have this suspension. So now forget one moment about the middle voice, play, the long G. Let's play only the 2 upper voices. For this reason, it's very useful to think between the 2 upper voices a chain of suspensions 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, more than 4, 3, 9, 8, 4, 3. This is what you have to hear. Okay, this is a very interesting thing. With your ears, you have to hear 4, 3 and 9, 8. 4, 3 and 9, 8. But with your right hand, you have to feel and think 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. This way. Then what we played before at the beginning, now it's inverted. So the 2 upper voices are inverted this way with parallel 6. And in the last example, so you can even play without the added voice, so without these notes. And the last one here with suspension 7, 6. Okay, these are our main prototypes. Then practice with figurations. So what are the figurations and diminutions I propose to you? This is the first one. On the first exercise, the first prototype, do this. So left hand, place the left hand. The right hand, transform the chord into a kind of melody arpeggio. As you can see, I'm using all the possible notes, all the 3 notes. You can even do this way. And then you have to continue putting another pattern. The second kind of diminutions proposed to you is a dialogue between the 2 upper voices in the second example, where we have suspension. It's very good to have this alternation. So with triplets. This. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If you want sharper, fa super la if you like. This way. The third diminution is in the left hand. It's time to do something different. Let's play this with all the notes and diminutions in the left hand. As you can see, I'm considering the note which is an octave down in the left hand. So this way again. This way. And the last exercise, very similar with the other one, with suspensions, because even here we have suspension, but instead of triplets, just 4 notes. So with the figura chord. Here, yes, we need one more note actually. So this, exactly. One more thing you can do consists in repeating the note you are leaving in order to do a continuous of 16th, this way. Mi, fa, mi, re, la, sol, fa, that's another possibility, and this is very good. So now let's see how they work in the minor mode. So let's move down, 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 down. Okay, so we have this prototype in A minor. As you can see, follow the degrees, nothing particular and special in terms of sharps and flats, because we do not have any sharp and flat here in the descending Romanesca, in the minor mode, in the leaping Romanesca. So even here, remember, 5, 8, 5, 8, 3, 8, 3, 5, 5, 8, 3, 3, 5, 5, 8, 3, 8, 3, 5. Practice and sing all the voices. The second example is with diminutions, with suspensions. And you can even practice with the added voice, the fourth voice. Then the third example with parallel sixths between the upper voices. This way, and the last one with suspension 7/6. Even here, it's more useful to think about 7/6 than 4/3/9/8. Sol, fa. So. Sol, fa, la, sol. As you can see, and then let's apply our diminutions in the following page. Here, even here, the first one with these figurations. Exactly as we did in the major mode. And finish this way because we need one more pattern to conclude. It can be a Prinner, for example. The phrase cannot be complete with the Romanesca alone. Now, second example, here, with triplets and imitation. Even here, you can use the Fa super La, this point in green on the B Fa, and C sharp works very well, and then of course you come back to C natural this way. Okay. And with the left hand you can even play the middle voice, the added fourth voice. Okay, the following example with our diminution in the bass. This way. It's useful if you think this and you even keep down in playing. On the harpsichord it's very frequent, this thing. For example, and the last one with these suspensions and these imitations. So even here we need to add this. Okay. If you like, since we are in the minor mode, you can even use the melodic scale, adding F sharp and G sharp here. This way. Or with 4 notes in total. And this way we have finished even the fourth diminution. Okay, the fourth ornamented version. Very nice. So let's continue now our journey with other exercises. Then, if you want to practice with me in other keys, in further keys, or to explore different diminutions, to work on your specific things, you can always book your one-to-one training sessions. So book one of them or more than one to work on your specific weak points or your specific needs or your exercises. Trovati d'Andrea. Let's now practice with the Gallant Romanesca, which is another interesting version of the Gallant of the Romanesca, leaping and stepwise Romanesca, because on the third degree of the scale we put a 3/6 even with a diminished fifth instead of a 3/5, and this is what makes the difference between this kind of pattern from the others. Even here, let's start playing the prototype. This is the basic prototype. With the bass singing. And in the second prototype, we have the version alla San Martini, where we keep 2/4/6 in the bass. So. This kind of diminutions we can apply? I have two things to proposals for you. The first one, on the first example, consists in mainly a dialogue between the right hand, the top voice, and the left hand. Now, don't get stuck on the fact that you have to continue with 4 voices. I mean, once you play the prototype and you have all the 4 voices, you can then shift and spread the 4 voices into only one melody. Can become, as you can see, I'm passing through all the notes of the prototype. The prototype is useful because this way your fingers are already ready on the chord keys to play even a more complex melody. This is what you can do this way. Let's now answer in the left hand, for example, sol fa mi la sol fa mi, sol fa mi la sol fa mi. And this is very beautiful because we use the same syllables in terms of solmization. Sol fa mi la sol fa mi, sol fa mi la sol fa mi, but in different points, creating this imitation. So, and this can even be transposed in other keys. You want to do this in B flat major? Okay, play the prototype. La, sol, fa, fa, re. And now, you're ready to do your version. Then when you start the Prinner, you can complete the phrase. Now, on the second example, so the Romanesca alla San Martini, the version with diminution I propose to you consists in these triplets, 3 plus 3, so 6 notes in total, but they are triplets, working this way. You can even repeat the chord to create a very interesting harsh harmony, dissonant, which is what we want actually. As you can see, the very last diminution is very important here because it helps us to connect to the arriving point, which is E la mi in the bass. Mi, fa. So let's sing now the bass. Fa, sol, la, fa, mi, fa, sol, mi, re, mi, fa, la, sol, fa, mi. Imitated in the middle voice. Sol, la, sol, fa, mi. And as you can see, the figure used is repeated, okay? Only the last one is a little bit different because we have to move to another note. But fa, sol, la, fa, mi, fa, sol, mi, re, mi, fa, la, sol, fa, mi. So, you can even do this in another key, for example, G major, play the prototype, or and then La, sol, fa, mi. Solmization is useful because here, for example, what's the La in the correct hexachord in G major? I already know that La in G major is on E la mi. So, in any key you practice, if you know the correct syllable of the hexachord, you are sure to play the correct notes because you say La. Okay, then let's see how to do in the minor mode. We have the 2 prototypes in the minor mode. Let's play the first one. The prototype we have already studied, this version in minor, and the other one in minor, alla San Martini. Work this way, and so let's apply now the same diminutions. We have this one, working even in the minor mode. This can be a little bit tricky in terms of the tritonus. So how to solve this? With the fa super la, exactly. Here we need the fa super la, so the fa to make this interval sound good. Fa la sol fa mi re do sol fa mi fa la sol fa la sol fa la sol fa mi re do sol la sol fa la sol fa, this way. So now again one more time. To conclude with the Prinner, but we study the Prinner. Now, the other version with triplets. Fa super la, here we need it. As you can see. One more time. Here in the first phase, the fa super la, it's not necessary because we have re mi fa. Re mi fa, and so we do not have a la. Re mi fa la sol la fa. Now we need it. Sol la fa sol la fa mi re la fa la sol la. This way. Okay, and so we have even the minor version. Now, let's continue our journey together. You can practice through all the other minor keys, even in A flat minor, if you want, if you're brave, if you are so brave. There are many diminutions you can apply, many things. I mean, this is something very useful, these exercises, but there are infinite possibilities. If you want to explore other possibilities, other combinations, other exercises based on this pattern and whatever you want, based on your specific needs, you can book your one-to-one training sessions with me to practice on your specific works. Prinner. Let's practice now with the prototypes of the Prinner. We have these three prototypes, three proposals for you. The first one, with which is the normal Prinner, so from degree 4 to degree 1 of the scale. La, sol, fa, mi. The other one is the modulating Prinner from degree 1 to degree 5. La, sol, fa, mi. And the last one is the expanded Prinner. You already know. Fa, mi, la, re, sol, very similar to a quintuple, but the difference is a rhetorical difference because the Prinner is the answer of something which we found before. It's not just a sequence, a quintuple in the middle of a episode of a fugue, for example. It's something specific, it's working as an answer. Now, you can practice this through the other keys. You already know how to do. Start with the given numbers, 5, 3, okay. You are in C major, so let's transpose to B flat major, okay. We start with the 4th degree in the normal Prinner, so E flat, La, Sol, Fa, Mi. The other version, La, Sol, Fa, Mi. And then the expanded version with Fa, La, Fa, Mi, La, Re, Sol, Do. This way, Sol, Do, Fa, Mi, La, Re, Sol, Do. Okay, diminutions. What kind of diminutions we can apply? In the first example, I propose to you to use 6 group notes, or 3 plus 3. This way, with a little limitation where we have the 7-3 suspension. How to do this? Remember that diminutions are very effective when we move from the suspension to the resolution. So we put here in the diminutions in the green voice, in the middle voice, when we have the suspension, the 7th, towards the 3rd, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi, Fa, and then we have the 7th in the top, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi. As you can see, this way it's very effective. Let's take our example in B flat major. After playing the prototype, play with this diminution. Fa, Sol, La, Fa, Sol, La, Sol, Fa, Sol, Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi. The second example, the second diminution, is this kind of scale only in the left hand. It's even useful to practice diminutions in the left hand. Fa, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, Re, Mi, Fa, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, Re, Mi, Fa, Re, Sol, Fa, Sol, Do, Fa. With this modulation, as you can see, we are just connecting the two phases with a consonant lip, an octave down. We move to the following note in the bass, then we continue to make the final cadence. So this way. Let's take our example in B flat major. Here it's a modulating Prinner, so play the prototype. Then this way. You already have another video in level 1 where you can learn how to do transpositions. Here you even have all the bases transposed, so you have all the tools to do this. Last diminution, this way, even with triplets, but with the bass moving 5th up and 4th down. This 4th up and 5th down. This way. Let's play it. So the bass is moving always. While in the right hand, we do the imitation of the two upper voices, putting the triplet exactly when we have the suspension toward the resolution. La, sol, fa, sol, fa, mi, fa, mi, re, mi. La, sol, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, mi. This way. Now let's play together. Take our example in B flat major. Here it is. Minor version of the Prinner. We have the same 3 prototypes. Let's play them just to be sure. fa, mi, re, do, fa, mi, re, do, with the modulated version, and then the expanded version. Fa, mi, re, do. Very nice. And now let's apply our diminutions, which are mainly the same. Instead of, so before we took B flat major, now let's take F sharp minor. So we have our prototype, let's play diminutions. Now, we want to transpose these to F sharp minor. Perfect. Let's play the prototype in F sharp minor. This is not correct because we have to start from the fourth degree. So, what's the fourth degree of F sharp minor? It's B. So, exactly. Now, let's apply our diminutions. Now, second example, which is the modulating version starting on the first degree. Here, even if you are ascending, you will use the normal scale, so you won't use the melodic scale. Pay attention, because we are descending in the full so in the if you consider the big overview, we are descending, okay? So naturally. Wait, F sharp minor, okay. Now from this point, maybe we can even do, no, that's not a good octave. Play the prototype, modulating to the fifth degree, so C sharp minor, and now play the diminutions. Remember to use the natural scale, so not the melodic scale. Here, introduce the new sharp you need to do the modulation to the new key. And so there we go, the last example. Here we are in D minor, or in A minor, starting on a D minor chord because of the fourth degree. Let's play it. Now let's take our example in F sharp minor, fourth degree, play the prototype always. And we have our prototype with diminutions. Okay, practice transposing this to other keys and to practice with more expanded versions of diminutions, more complex diminutions, more complex figurations. Other exercises, other possibilities, book one or more training sessions with me to work on your specific needs. settimana quotidiana. La settimana quotidiana. La settimana quotidiana. Do, re, mi. Let's practice with the prototypes of the do, re, mi. So, mainly they are very simple because you need do, re, and mi. But let's see how we can manage different combinations and diminutions. This is the main one. So, the prototypes are do, re, mi. Very basic. The version with the suspension in the bass, do, re, mi. And the other version we have already studied, of course, this one, do, mi, re, fa, mi, sol, the pair do, re, mi. For example, and the last one, which is the pair do, re, mi. This was the third do, re, mi, not the pair do, re, mi. The pair do, re, mi is this one where we have two phases. Do, re, mi. Where question and answer is very important, as we'll do in the major and the sol fa mi. They are very similar from this point of view. Now, what kind of diminution we can use? In the first one, do, re, mi, the very simple version, do, re, mi. You can do this, and then since you already know the Prinner, you can attach a Prinner. Do, re, mi, la, sol, fa, mi. So you have a complete phrase. Do, re, for example. On the second kind of do, re, mi, the counterpoint do, re, mi, it's very interesting to do imitations because it's more old style, you know, with suspension. So we can use this version with triplets. Sol, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, re, fa, mi. So we have the top voice singing do, re, mi, fa, mi. The middle voice, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, sol. This way. And then the third version, the pair do, re, mi, where we can play with the shift in between the 8 and the 3. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, which leaves the, how can I say, it's like a question, okay? Leaves the phrase opened. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, la, sol, la, fa, mi, for example. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, do, mi, fa, sol. And the last version, the pair do, re, mi, here is very important to keep the same thing in terms of question and answer, so to use the rhythm in this way, something where the rhythm is very symmetric. These are 4 prototypes with 4 diminutions. So you can even transpose this to another key. For example, let's take F major, okay? So do, re, mi, do, re, mi. You have here all the keys transposed. Do, re, mi. Then the version with the tied bass, so do, re, mi, do, re, mi. And then the other version, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, sol, this way. And the last version, do, re, mi, now with diminutions. For example, okay, minor version, do re mi becomes re mi fa, so let's play the patterns we have already studied. Re, mi, fa. Then the other version with the tight bass. Re, mi, fa. The version moving in thirds. Re, fa, mi, sol, fa, la. And the other version, which is the pair do re mi, 2 plus 2. Re, mi, fa. This way. And now diminutions. So we can do this in E minor, the transposed version now in E minor. So E minor, let's play the prototype. We have and so the Prinner will be this way. Second version with a tight bass, diminutions, okay, and let's transpose this to E minor. So E minor with our diminution. The following version with diminutions. In E minor, play the structure. And so that's it. And the last version, let's play in A minor with diminutions. As you can see, even in descending, I'm using the melodic scale, so with sharps. Why? Because we are on the 5th degree. E minor. That's it. So you can transpose these patterns to any other key. If you want even to explore more complex diminutions, more complex figurations, you can book and do it, one or more training sessions with me to practice this pattern and even different combinations. Romanesca, do re mi, Prinner, and all the others we're going to study in this level. Quiescenza. Let's practice now with the pattern of the quiescenza. We have our three versions, the long quiescenza, the short quiescenza, and the dark quiescenza. So the long quiescenza, this one, with 5 phases, focus on the main melody. So fa, fa, re, mi, fa, and with the other notes in the middle. Fa, fa, re, mi, fa. Do practice transposing this in other keys. For example, we can take this time D major. Fa, fa, re, mi, fa. That's it. The second version, the short quiescenza, is do, re, mi, fa on the 5th degree, starting with the 5th degree. I mean, 1st degree in the bass, of course, but the note which sings do in the melody is the 5th degree. Do, re, mi, fa. Only 4 phases instead of 5. Do, re, mi, fa. In D major. Do, re, mi, fa. And the last quiescenza here, the dark quiescenza, because of this flatted 6th, creating a diminished 7th chord. Fa, fa, re, mi, fa, which is even like fa, fa, la, fa, sol, fa, fa, la, fa, sol. Okay, D major would be fa, fa, la, fa, sol. As you can see, solmization is helping me a lot to think the correct notes. Okay, now diminutions. There are some possibilities. Here is what I suggest to you for the first example. Let's play it. So we have 4 notes, groups of 4 notes. Fa, sol, fa, re, mi, fa, la, sol, fa, mi. And then we move in parallel 6th. Re, mi, fa, sol, mi, fa. Just study all the intervals, I mean, play it very slowly. Study all the intervals 6, between the 2 upper voices, 6, 5, 3, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and then you're able to transpose it. We chose D major, let's do it in D major. And then practice in other keys. Second example, this time with triplets. Or, yes, let's start with triplets. Sol, do, sol, fa, sol, re, do, re, mi, fa. Another effective solution can be this arpeggio or as the D minor prelude. Yes. For example. Do, re, mi, fa. The other version just take these 3 notes and put them in this arpeggio. Do, re, mi, fa. Now, D major. Do, re, mi, fa. Or do, re, mi, fa. That's it. Third version, the dark quiescenza, very similar to the previous one, but here we move with arpeggios, exactly, I reserve the arpeggio for the last quiescenza, and it's very important to play the diminished chord at the end, as you can see, even in the arpeggio. Okay, this way. So here actually this is a C, okay, so 1, 3, 5, 8, 7, 3, 5, 7, 6, 5, 8, 4, 6, 7, 5, 4, 6, 7, 8. In D major. This way. Very nice. So let's study the minor version of the quiescenza. Here pay attention of the chromaticism we need in the middle voice, okay? This is very important to move to the 4/6, otherwise it's not so effective. Sol, fa, sol. Okay, the second version with the augmented second lip. We have already talked about this. And then the last version with the dark quiescenza, where as natural the flatted 6 is already minor 6. This way. Diminutions, let's go here. In the first example, as we did before, but we need the chromaticism. La, mi, fa, sol, fa, la, sol, fa. Natural. From this point, sharp. Why? Because we terminate a phrase, we finish a phrase here. Mi, fa, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, comma, sol, la, fa, re, mi, do, re. And so it is. Okay, instead of, so we did D major, we can do B minor. So let's play the quiescenza in B minor. Now let's apply this pattern. Yes, but D natural. Again. Second example, short quiescenza, let's play as written. Here, the fact of the sharp can be more interesting. Let's see why. Let's play following the structure. If you have param, 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 pam, even the augmented lip can work. Because tam, tam, it's a single word. Otherwise, here, since you have a more sense of the melody, a more melodic sense, ascending meaning, sense, you can even add a sharp. This depending on what you want. Both work. And the last, B minor, so let's do the B minor version. Mi, fa, sol, la, the melodic version. That's it. And the last version with dark quiescenza, let's play it. With these arpeggios. And this is a C sharp, of course. A, we need two, okay, perfect. Now, B minor, play the prototype. and then play the version with arpeggio. Very nice. Okay, so practice transposing this crescenza to many other keys, at least 4 sharps and flats. Let's continue our journey together, and to practice on specific keys, specific figurations, further things, advanced exercises, book your one-to-one training sessions or more training sessions to work on these specific exercises based on your specific needs.
Invece è stato casualmente assassinato l'intellettuale che aveva usato il Corano. Ma la colpa sua. Anzi, la colpa dello Stato tedese, perché se lo Stato tedese avesse messo il reato di sanguinia, come ti era già stato chiesto, quel tizio sarebbe stato in prigione e si poteva anche non ammazzarlo. Stesso discorso per il harpsichord, il regista olandese assassinato per stato di submission. Se tutte le televisioni avessero trasmesso il submission successivamente una volta al giorno, tra l'altro per il messaggio sarebbe stato chiaro, lui toccato di noi. Così invece noi ci stiamo sottomettendo. L'Islam non può integrarsi in solo criminali. Noi stiamo pagando il piatto di noi e le nostre e dobbiamo spiare. Dobbiamo ricordarci perché qualcuno ha combattuto e vinto a Monte, qualcuno ha combattuto e vinto a Lento, qualcuno ha combattuto e vinto a Vienna, però che si sono incluse anche in Polonia, quindi vedete il numero economico. E vedete anche il pericolo del Stato quindi le famiglie degli disabili non hanno avuto, non ci sono abbastanza insegnanti ospedali, non aspetteremo solo imparando a parte, quindi la presentazione dell'ovvio, insegna la base di musicità. E portate il film, portate la sonata, lo portate insieme, e la ballata dei bambini senza nome, sul valore dell'aborto, una civiltà che paga con i soldi di tutti, lo scempio di un bambino massacrato alla testa di sua madre, è una società che merita di essere cancellata, e siccome noi meritiamo che ci sono stati meritiamo di stare più scempio, come si fa imponendo la madre di guardi? E guardi come guardi come si immagina. I venti di Medioevo, quando condannavano qualcuno a morte, assistevano a questo. Se fa talmente schifo che non puoi guardarlo, allora fa talmente schifo che non puoi guardarlo. E vogliamo anche che tu guardi tu. Il loro vicino dell'aspiratore, con dentro la bottiglia rossa su cui portare la testina di quello che avrebbe dovuto essere quello. Tutto il mio me lo gestisco io, comincio a pagare e a pagarlo con i soldi. Bene, vuol dire 40 minuti.
Let's now practice with the prototypes of the Meyer. So, Meyer, Jupiter, Pastorella, and Aprile, of course, these four patterns. Meyer, how it works? We have already studied, but let's review it. Fa, mi, fa, mi. Right. Jupiter or Jupiter. Do, re, fa, mi. Pastorella, here parallel thirds are very important. Mi, re, fa, mi. And Aprile, fa, mi, sol, fa. Okay. Now, we can choose a key to transpose, which can be A major. So let's practice even in A major. Meyer, fa, mi, fa, mi. Jupiter, do, re, fa, mi. Sing the melody. Pastorella, mi, re, fa, mi. And Aprile, fa, mi, sol, fa. This way. Now, diminutions. For the Meyer, this is the diminution I proposed to you. There are a lot of combinations. This one is something very effective because remember that in all these prototypes, they have two bars. As you can see, they have two phases mainly. One which is like a proposta, and the other one which is a risposta, question and answer. Like in a fugue, but here they are the same. So in a sequence, you have the first part, for example. So this is important even in the rhythm. The first part and the second part has the same rhythm. As you can see, we have the Meyer, fa, mi, fa, mi, and here we build a melody which has the same rhythm. Fa, 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 mi, re, do. Same rhythm. Fa, 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 mi, re, do. Let's do this in A major, so let's play. Fa, mi, re, do. Fa, mi, re, do. Perfect. Jupiter. So the Jupiter can have these diminutions, for example. Let's play them. Fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, mi. Fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, mi. With this phrasing, of course. Fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa. Fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, mi. Diminuendo and diminuendo. Fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, mi. A major. Do, re, fa, mi. Fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, mi. That's it. Pastorella. It can be. So here parallel thirds are very, very, very important. So mi, fa, sol, mi. With the appoggiatura 4, 6, 3, 5. Mi, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, sol, la, fa. This is la. So again. Mi, fa, sol, mi. As you can see, the rhythm of the two phrases is the same, and this note, the last note, works as a passing tone, as an upbeat to push forward the speech towards the next bar. So, mi, fa, sol, mi, fa, sol, la, fa. A major. Mi, fa, sol, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, mi. That's it. Aprile. So we have, which can be, maybe we can play the left hand an octave higher. As you can see, we start from another note, and the most important phase is this one at the end. So you do not have to start the diminutions with the note which implies the pattern, but even with some other notes, and then you go towards the note of the first phase. That's a good example, because we have fa, mi, sol, fa, or fa, mi, sol, fa. As you can see, A major, so Aprile. So an octave higher, we start with Sol. Here it is, one more time. Fa. And there we go. This can be the opening of a sonata, of a movement, of any composition. Minor version, let's practice in the minor version. So we already did F sharp minor, so let's do C minor, for example. Minor version, A minor, re, do, sol, fa. Okay. Jupiter, re, mi, sol, fa. Pastorella, Aprile, and so let's practice with diminutions. We'll even do in C minor, so diminutions in A minor. Use the melodic scale, so with the sharp and flat, because we are on the 5th degree in terms of So you can even think a little in modern harmony, okay? Now, C minor, how to do? Let's practice this prototype in C minor. Re, do, sol, fa. As you can see, Re, do, sol, fa, actually I played the Aprile. Re, do, sol, fa. This way. There we go. Second one, Jupiter with diminutions, very slowly. Re, mi, sol, fa. Then we can transpose this to C minor. So let's play the prototype. Then the last one, so the penultimate one, Pastorella, A minor. Let's play with diminutions. Fa, sol, fa, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, sol, fa. C minor, so play the prototype in C minor, which is this way. And once you're ready, play the diminution. Aprile, the same thing. Let's play with diminutions in A minor. Perfect. Now let's play the prototype in C minor. Re, do, mi, mi. And so now diminutions, starting with the fifth, of course. I mean the diminution, because here, so you have always to be aware of the interval. This is the fifth, okay? So you need G in C minor. And you can remember that you have between this note and the other note a semitone, la, fa. This is the difference. For example, this way, and then maybe you can engage a quintful. And then we are on the fifth degree. So as you can see, this is a very beautiful opening pattern. Then we can repeat the same thing in G minor. B flat major. And then you can continue your improvisation or your composition where you have more time to build the structure. Let's continue our journey together, practice through all the other keys, major and minor, and if you want to explore different combinations, different diminutions, different transpositions, anything else working on your specific exercises, you can book your one or more training sessions with me to work on your specific needs and exercises. Fonte. Let's practice with the Fonte. So the Fonte is not major, it's not minor. It's a pattern which is a succession, as we have already studied, of something which is a step, a phase in a stage, in a section, a segment in a minor mode, and something else in a major mode, a step down. So here we have the example between C major we can say in C major we can contextualize this from degree 1 and 2, 7 and 1. So finishing with C major. That's why it's written C major, but C major or even A minor. We can even then have another section, another Fonte in C major between A minor and G major. But we can even contextualize this in G major, so that's why there is this distinction. Now, how to practice with the Fonte? We have our 1, 2, 3, and 4 prototypes, which are actually two main prototypes with this version. So the first one here is the normal Fonte with the semitone in the bass, where in the melody we keep sol, fa, fa, mi, sol, fa, mi. Practice with other version. Sol, sol, fa, fa, mi. And then we have the hermaphrodite Fonte with the diminished 7, which is very interesting in terms of these two voices, what they do. Because there is this chromatic passage. Fa, fa, mi, fa, mi. Now, the other one has the same fa mi here in this voice, and the contrary motion, of course, in the top voice. I mean, the purple voice now it's in the top. Tac. Okay, let's go directly to our prototypes with the diminutions. What can we do? In the first example, we can do this, which is very interesting. We have two phases, and the first phrase must be repeated a step down. Very slowly, let's play, and let's understand what's happening. Now let's sing the structural notes. Sol, sol, fa, sol, fa, fa, mi. Here you can build any kind of melody. I'm using triplets with sol, la, fa, sol, fa, sol, mi, fa, with escape tone and appoggiatura. And then mi tone, imagining a diminuendo, because in terms of even dances, how to set the Fonte in dance rhythms, we have arsis, so tension, thesis, arsis, so tension, thesis, so release of the tension. Sol, la, fa, sol, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, mi, fa, this, and then you can transpose this to all the other positions. Second example, where we diminish the bass. Sol, la, fa, sol, fa, sol, fa, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, mi. Even here, arsis, thesis, arsis, thesis. La, sol, fa, fa. This phase is very important to connect. This diminution is very important to connect the two segments in a very elegant way. Next example, here we play diminution in the bass, and in the right hand we keep a very interesting rhythm and repetitive incisive rhythm. This is the hermaphrodite version with the diminished seventh, and so. This is a good possibility of having a diminution in the bass with triplets, leaping, with escape tones, stepwise motion, a lot of things. And then, for the last version, my proposal consists in this arpeggio, so arpeggiating all the possible notes. Yes, here I wrote the wrong notes, actually this is a C, okay, C sharp, but now, oops, now it's correct, perfect. So, play the prototype. And then play the arpeggio. Pair 2 means play 2 times. In your playing, you have to remember arsis, tesis, arsis, tesis, arsis, tesis. So, diminuendo, diminuendo here. You can give this effect with the left hand without repeating the note. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, for example. Okay? So practice through the other keys, and let's continue our journey together to work with me on specific exercises, other diminutions, other combinations, other possibilities to set this in a rhythm dance. Book your 1 or more training sessions to work one-to-one with you. Figa. Monte. Let's practice now with the Monte. We have these 4 prototypes. So let's play number 1, which is a simple Monte, valid for C major and A minor, both keys. Here we are, if we think in C major, from degree 3 to degree 4, ending on degree 6, A minor. So the one we have already studied. This is the inversion. So we have the semitone fa mi, fa mi, fa mi, fa mi, now in the bass. Fa mi, sol, fa, which is a tonus because this chord is minor. While mi fa, mi fa, mi fa, so the chromatic passage, mi fa, mi fa, mi fa, now it's in the top. Mi fa, mi fa, mi fa, as you can see. And so the prototype, even an octave down. As you can see. Then the following version, here we have other 4 Monte. They are actually only 2, diatonic and chromatic. This is the Monte 5/6. You already know, but we'll even practice with the chromatic version. So let's play this. 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 5, and then you can continue actually. The other version, chromatic, in the bass. When we have the 6/3, we put the sharp in the bass. And then the Monte Principale, we have already studied, where the bass leaps 5th up, 3 down, 4th up, 5th, 3 down, 4th up, 3 down, 4th up, 3 down. With all 3, 5, 8, 8, 3, 5. This and the chromatic version with a lot of chromaticism. And then the diminution part is what is very interesting. Number 1, here we have the Monte, the regular Monte. I suggest you to play the 2 lower voices with the left hand and the 2 upper voices with the right hand. This way you can move in parallel first, creating this very beautiful melody. Again, appoggiatura, double appoggiatura. This way. Diminutions for the other Monte, the inverted version. Here, let's leave more space for the left hand to sing and play diminutions. Fa, mi, re, mi, fa, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa. Fa, mi, re, mi, fa, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi. Sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re. And in the right hand we can keep a dotted rhythm. This way. For example, useful diminution. So again, one more time. We can even put little connection in the right hand, for example. For example, so go up, fa, sol, la, sol, fa. This way, you can keep the continuous flow. then what to do here depends on what follows in your composition. One more time with these diminutions. This can even be done with triplets. For example, it's up to you to find another way to put triplets, keeping the same structural notes in the bass. New diminution. Here, these are actually the same, with the only difference that here we have the chromatic bass. So let's play the first version. Parallel thirds in the bass. Parallel thirds between the two middle voices, and the other voice, the top voice, moves on the other beat. La, fa, la, mi, fa, sol, mi, fa, mi. Here, of course, we use the fa super la. But then here we come back to B natural, of course. Mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, la, mi, fa, sol, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, fa. The chromatic version is similar, but in the bass we have the chromatic passage. Re, mi, fa, la, fa, mi, fa, sol, mi, fa, sol, la, fa. This way. And for the last Monte principale, you can do simple diminutions. While in the right hand you play this. You can even add a rhythm in the right hand. And then you can continue. Pay attention to the chromatic version, because in the chromatic version we have to add one more phase, which is like a petit six, the so-called petit six, which is the chord you can find in the rule of the octave from, or in the descending tetrachord, tetrachord, pentachord, the descending pentachord from degree 2 and degree 1, 3, 4, 6, or even 3, 6, because we need a modulation. So here you can use contrary motion. Sol, fa, mi. Follow it very slowly. Pay attention to this passage. 5, 7, 8, but even you can stay here on the third. I do this, I prefer this in order to keep parallel thirds in the top, but even this works. Now, imagine to be in A major, so this is what you would play in the rule of the octave. In A major. And so, on this last phase, we put the sixth with the sharp. The same thing, now we are moving to B major. So, here we have our sixth with the sharp. Then we have the 4 with the sharp and the third E natural, so without adding any extra notes. We need, of course, the sharp here. Then C major, because you have to consider 6, 4, 3. You have to consider your these two notes has the degrees 2 and 1 of a rule of the octave, and even here 2 and 1 this way of a rule of the octave, 2 and 1 of the rule of the octave, as you can see. So let's do this. Let's play this again very slowly, but before the last phrase, this way. So slowly. then you can continue. Then and then we start again from the beginning. We came back an octave to A minor, but an octave higher. So practice with this case, practice with these prototypes, and if you want to explore other diminutions, other possibilities, other combinations, other keys, book your one-to-one training sessions to work with me on these patterns and even more.